Hello everyone, it's Kay here, and I have my camera book, so that means more entries or projects for the hashtag DWP 100 Things Challenge. And today I'm bringing you 92, 93 and 94. 92 is a magnetic memo pad. 93 is an envelope album. And 94 are more of the altered playing cards, but I've not put any of the metal attachments on them, they're just flat. So we'll start with the magnetic memo pad. And it's actually very, very simple, but quite effective. And this is how it looks. If I come in just a little bit. What I've done is taken a 6x6 piece of black hardboard. And it is very, very plain and very, very simple. On the back, I've attached some really quite strong magnetic, I don't know if this will hold it, but we'll see. No, because that's a bit of silver in it. Some magnetic tape so that it can be put onto a fridge or wherever. I've decorated the front of a little memo pad affair and just sealed it using red tape at the top so that the pages will come out quite easily and quite effectively, and then made a holder which is just a cube that you just get your width that you want and score it every ½ an inch until you can turn it into this little box affair, and the pen will sit in there quite happily when it's hanging up. I've decorated again with this little simple flower which is just 3 tiers and a flat back pearl in the centre in the pink, and then utilise this little wooden bird which I think is ever so pretty, and I just put some distress ink over it just to marry it up with the papers. And the cover for the book is actually the reverse side of the paper that I've used on the base of the pad, so it's all really quite lovely. I've got something on there, but very, very simple to do. A lovely gift for, you know, anybody that likes to have a little notepad or some such attached to the fridge or somewhere like that, perhaps I don't know, anything, any metal surface, and just use it for jotting down random notes and that kind of thing. But a very cheap and very effective gift for anybody, or indeed in a rack, all the usual places, a teacher's appreciation gift. It works across the spectrum of things that we like to make for. So that's that one. Oh, I'm going to have to widen it again because you won't get the next piece if I don't. So I'll move that one out of the way. And the next thing I'm sharing with you is number 93, which is an envelope album, and it's a gatefold album, which makes it a little bit on the different side, inspired by Dawn's Inspiration on YouTube, where she does a lovely tutorial for this particular album, and I have to say it comes together really, really nicely and isn't super duper dependent upon it being made with a great quality card, because by the time you decorate it, it's reinforced. I have jiggered with it a little bit and just done a few things my way because of what I needed to do for me to make this project, but it's very, very good, and the basics are Dawn's Inspiration, and I will endeavour to leave a link underneath the video, as always, taking you to this lady's channel. It really is a lovely, lovely thing to do, but it is quite sizable. So here it is, and it's Alice in Wonderland as the theme, and the Digi kit that I've used is from ARTYmaze. She has an Etsy store, and I will endeavour to leave a link to the store underneath, because it is one of the best Digi kits I've encountered in this theme, and I've looked at lots and lots. But this is the back of the folder, and it's actually 10 across by 7 in depth, and then you use two folded sheets of, no, I'm telling you wrong, you get an A4 sheet, cut it in half, and then score both to form the spine of the album. I've linked it all together with this lovely spotty dotty ribbon because it's got a myriad of colours in it, and because I've finished all around the edges with archival black distress ink. It's in keeping with the Digi kit to use that colour of ribbon. It's not the brightest in the world, but I feel it does work very, very nicely. So this is the gatefold aspect of the album. You then open up one side, and I'll do it one side at a time because I don't believe you're going to see it in all its glory otherwise. And you just use envelopes for the pages, which work wonderfully well. I've not done any pockets or anything of that nature. It's still a little bit damp, truth be told, but you know, I have applied and utilised the envelope printouts and just slotted them under a paper clip like so. Clearly you can journal, you can add photographs, you can do whatever pleases you with this kind of journal. It's just so functional, and because the papers are vivid and fulsome, you don't actually need to add a whole lot to them to make them look absolutely special. Here's another page. There aren't many pages, just 3 pages either side. And this is the last page with the Queen of Hearts and so on and so forth. So I'll bring that up, and you're just going to catch the back of the paper here, which is lifted somewhat, sadly. I might have to just inject some more glue in there. I thought I'd got it all, but clearly I didn't, and I've been on and off the phone all day, so that's why it's not up to my usual standard, but I will endeavour to put that right. And then on the other side of the album is the second part of the gatefold, and I've tried to keep the front and back and the pages in some kind of simile so that they project nicely. And then there's another envelope on this side in exactly the same way, all part of the kit, with this beautiful patterned edge here, and you just cut them out, glue them together, and off you jolly well go. And then the papers I've just cut down to size for the envelopes, and as I say, just used a bit of black ink to finish them off. And there's another page for you, and that is the final page. And when you open it all out, if I take these off, you've got what I consider to be what epitomises Alice in Wonderland, the Queen of Hearts, Alice herself, the little playing cards. I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. I'm just disappointed with myself that I've not actually got this down as tightly as I would have wanted to, and I rather fear it might be too late, but I'll see what I can sort out. But all in all, it is such a wonderful, wonderful kit to use on this kind of album. There are then 3 tags which I've backed onto some linen effect card stock, and again they can be used as gift tags, as areas to write in, whatever suits the purpose, to be frank. You know, it's an album, it's what you would use the album for as an individual that makes it or breaks it. You could just leave everything entirely as it is, and you know, that would be it. So I'll just clip that back on like so, fold down the flaps. That keeps that there beautifully, and then just as I go back through, fold in, because this kit is absolutely amazing. Folding in the pages so that you can see it in all its glory. It is quite sizable, you wouldn't want to have to send it too far, but the kit is priceless. It really, really is priceless. So I'll close that down and tie it off and come back to it later. I might have to see if I can get a needle and syringe from somewhere to add a bit more glue into the back page there. It's not beyond the pale, I just have to try and do that because I'm really not happy with it not anchoring down as it should have for this particular project, but you know, life will get in the way irrespective, and it certainly has today. But that is that album. So I hope you've enjoyed the walkthrough and the fact that this kit is readily available on ARTYmaze. You just pay your money as with all digital kits, and then it's downloaded immediately upon receipt of payment into your email, and then you are at liberty to download it and use it. And ARTYmaze is just such a wonderful, wonderful producer of these kits. I can't extol the virtues of this lady's talents enough. She really is very clever, very current, very on trend, and you know, quite an artist in her own right. You have to have the eye to be able to do these things. And then finally, because there was such a lot of papers left over from the kit and there is still more that I can do, I went on to make some more of these lovely altered playing cards, and all I've done is just added a sentiment. This one, it says make a wish. You've got the plain back of the card on the back. It is the full thickness of 4 cards, so extraordinarily strong. And then I've put the Mod Podge over the top to seal everything and just protect it. I do that with all of these things because I just think, you know, you do a lot to put them together, and it's nice to think that they will maintain their integrity irrespective of where they land up. This one says, not all who wander are lost, which I thought was very appropriate. This is the Tim Holtz small chat, is it they're called? I don't know. But I've had these in my stash a while, and it's been lovely to actually find a more positive use for them other than, you know, putting inside cards and that kind of thing. Here's the timepiece, and I was a wee bit short on this side, so I just added the playing card symbol down through to make it work. And then finally the rabbit with his little trumpet and his little outfit of hearts. And this one says best day ever, which is a lovely sentiment to apply to anything. So that concludes my makes for today, and that indeed takes us up to 94. So 6 more makes and I will have completed the challenge in the fullness of time. And I have to say, I am very happy to feel that I'm going to complete this challenge. I have my doubts as I've gone along, but you wonderful people who have supported me, left me lovely messages and encouraged me have, as always, my thanks and gratitude for getting me through to this point and having the end in sight, so to speak. If I am able to sort out the Alice in Wonderland album, that one will be put in a giveaway. I really hadn't realised that the back hadn't anchored down quite as much as I needed it to, but if I can manage to remedy it and it's of a good enough standard, then I will at a later date put this one up as a giveaway. So thank you all again for all your support and kindness, and I will see you again in a day or two. Thanks once again. Take care everyone. Happy crafting. Bye bye for now.